A common theme among those who are on the spiritual route, who are on the journey to completing their self-actualization, who would like to fulfill their purpose, a common theme among them is the element of sacrifice. This act of sacrifice can actually be seen in many old religious texts. Religion is different from spirituality, but religion does share, or it does exhibit elements of spirituality. The Old Testament, or the Torah, has a story of sacrifice, the sacrifice of one of his children. The text of Buddhism also shows sacrifice, the sacrifice of his luxurious life. The text of Hinduism also shows sacrifice, the sacrifice of Rama's kingdom. Sacrifice is necessary as this element is an exercise of your willpower, of your discipline, and of your belief. If you notice many successful people, you will see that they will mention that they sacrificed. A successful athlete will mention that he sacrificed his time with his family because he was on the road, because he was training. He will sacrifice the pleasures from drugs and alcohol because his body is his temple, or her body is her temple. A successful business entrepreneur will sacrifice their weekends. A successful student will sacrifice their fun hours with their colleagues and peers. What you end up sacrificing, what you choose to sacrifice, of course, now is up to you. This is very different from the sacrifice that your parents or your friends or your organization is requiring of you. That's a different sacrifice. I'm referring to the sacrifice that comes from your instincts, that comes from the voice in your head. The beauty of sacrifice is the exchange. You believe that you're sacrificing your weekends. You believe that you're sacrificing your pleasure time, your fun time. You believe that you're sacrificing the highs. And you always wonder, well, what I get in return will be worth it. But the beauty of sacrifice is you usually end up getting more than you had asked for. That is the beauty of sacrifice. What that more will be is between you and yourself. Usually in the act of sacrifice, or in the process of sacrifice, you focus in, or you end up facing opportunities of growth. These opportunities of growth usually gives you clarity, gives you an outlook you previously had never seen. Therefore, I would say that consider the element of sacrifice as your friend. Consider sacrifice rather than with a negative connotation of, hey, I'm really going to sacrifice and give up. Consider it as an exercise of strength. At Preach in Prague is a 21st century voice dedicated to expanding spiritual literacy. Using sincere language, At Preach in Prague shines a light on the destructive nature within each of us and instead highlights the benefits of empowering the beautiful spirit in us.